Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I got some news about my housing. So for the last couple of days, I've been looking for some housing, and I think I found an affordable apartment with a roommate. But here's the catch. It costs the same amount of money as the hotel, but we are probably going to be about $200 short for what we need our goal to be. So, for the last few days, ladies and gentlemen, I've been trying to look for other housing accommodations because I really am sick of this hotel. This hotel is really fucking boring. This hotel is lame as shit. No library, no kitchen, not even a game room, but they want you to pay almost $200 a night. I'm sorry, I've been to hotels where there was a library, there was some type of lounge area or sitting area, but no. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been looking for a place, and I think I found a place. But it's going to take my entire check. Now, this place is not actually for a security deposit, since it is month-to-month basis. So, keep this in mind. If you guys want me to succeed and get in this place, I'm asking for a little bit of donations, because this is also going to be 99% of my check is going towards this month-to-month base rent. It has a full kitchen, even though I'm sharing the kitchen and sharing the bathroom, right? It's going to be in Brooklyn, like I said. This is better than a hotel right now. And if anybody wants to help me out from what my calculation is from, here's the thing, I'm basing it off my hours and my check. So in my last check I received, I was missing 3 days, but doing the math for this week, for the last 2 weeks, I'm gonna have to either make a choice, get a new place to stay, or listen to what I'm going to say, or we sleep outside for the whole entire summer and just save every single paycheck. We save every single paycheck, like we did last time for our cancer recovery, since I didn't get that much support. So I'm thinking about either sleeping outside and just saving all my check money. But here's the risk part about that. I won't have access to a shower all the time. I need to stay punctual and clean for work. And I might be vulnerable to those outside, in all this madness. So, with that said, everyone, that's my housing update for you guys right now. Now, Monday, I'm supposed to check out of this hotel. I don't give a fuck. This hotel is not worth the money. So, just to give you guys an update and a quick reminder what happened while we were in this hotel. I got swatted. And right now, I'm not saying anything about the swatting because I'm legally going through some legal stuff right now. And that's also taking a part of my time and my mental health and my stress and financials, ladies and gentlemen. So I want everyone to understand that I got swatted. And like I said, if you watch my videos this week, you wouldn't know where I was this week in Lower Manhattan. I was taking care of my business so I can get this over with. So I can get this behind me so I can move forward. Because what's been going on in this channel should never have happened to anyone that wants to publicly transparency and tell you as an audience what's going on with their lives. Mind you, this is my life sharing public and private information. I didn't have to share my birth certificate. Which, mind you, I publicly share a lot of public information. I'm a native-born New Yorker right here. I want you to know. Look at my document. I'm born right here in Brooklyn. For all you New Yorkers that are doubting and everyone that wants to doubt that I'm from New York, here's my documents. Right there. Yes, some of that information is redacted. That's for security purposes, because last time we shared this, people used that information and abused it and weaponized it. That's the internet for you. Yes, that's the internet for you. They weaponize things for the wrong reasons. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my update to my housing situation. I really want to get out of this hotel, really. I really want to save money, really. But I don't want to be homeless, really. But we're going to have to make two choices. Either sleep outside, save the money, or get this place that's month to month. But the caveat is, I'm going to be $210 short. It's most likely after taxes, I'm about to be around $200 short. So I just don't want to stay in this hotel anymore. It's so boring. I can't sleep in this place. It's so cringy for what they're asking for. But just to give you guys concept, please, listen. The last place before I was swatted, guess how much rent I was paying for every 2 weeks? Just take a wild guess, everyone. No, I'm not talking about $1,700. I'm talking about a flat rate of $1,100 every 2 weeks. Now, you may say that's a lot of money for every 2 weeks. Okay, so let me give you a scenario. I'm at this hotel. You know how much one of the premium tier rooms costs? $272.88. That's one of their premiums. If you're a rich person, you're going to spend thousands of dollars on a room. But let's say you're an average person. Just to say, you go to a hotel, you're asking for a room, but they charge you an average $200 a night. $200 a night. That's a whole week. $1,000 for 2 weeks. But you spend $1,000 in 1 week on a hotel. That's why I want to get this place. This month-to-month place. And I want to say thank you to Yuki. If you guys don't know, she's been supporting this channel. Childhood, I'm not letting that affect me anymore. I'm letting legal take care of that. Like I said, I've been doing things behind the scenes. I showed you guys where I was just a few days ago in Lower Manhattan. I went to the federal courthouse. I'm getting this stuff taken care of. Watch what I do. I did this to someone before, a cease and desist, and that person stopped harassing me. So I have to do this another way. So I can't talk about it. Just for legal reasons, I can't talk about it. When it does happen, I'll let you know. But right now, we're talking about my housing situation. Because, first of all, child food, we got swatted. Not once. This is the third time we get swatted. So, keep in mind, we can't share mind you, I even shared the hotel. Because this hotel sucks. This hotel fucking sucks. They don't even have a library. I get bored, so I want to read, right? And they don't have a library, man. That's like the most fundamental thing about being human, is reading and keeping up to date with everything you need to know. Make sure that when you get older, my age, when you're about to hit 50, you gotta make sure your brain is capable of keeping up with these young people. Because these young people out here robbing old people like me, you, us parents. Think about it. You got teenagers robbing parents. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's not the point of this video. The point of the video, I need your help. I might need your help. I want to get this month-to-month place. Because I'm sick of this hotel. I really am. So if anyone wants to drop in a donation right now, over this weekend, do it before the 1st. Because this is when I'm going to fucking go to this other place. Because that's payday. So, with that said, everyone, I just want people to know, like, I really want this. I need to get out of this hotel, man. It's just so fucking, it's so lame. Like I said, I don't mean to bitch or rant, but I like my last place. It had a game room, had a library, had a full kitchen. And right now, things are a little tight. You know, things are too tight right now. So right now, I don't know, man. I'm thinking. But I came up with another solution. If I was going to stay at this hotel, I was going to buy one of those coolers. And then I thought about it. I was like, yeah, I still need a freaking kitchen. Oof, it's humid. So I don't know, man. I don't know what to do right now. That's the only thing I can do. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here in, I guess, Greenpoint. I'm on Nassau Avenue here in Brooklyn. And, yeah, I just want to give you guys an update. Now, I do have a PayPal, Cash App, Venmo if anybody wants to donate. Yeah, because I'm getting sick of this place, man. Really sick. And I think some of you guys that have been watching me for a while, yeah, I'm getting kind of sick of this place. You know, even though it's just too expensive what they're asking for. Just too much. Now, this other place that I want to move in, it's not pretty. It's not, listen, it's a room, it's a head. You know, it's a place where I can rest my head. But I'm not going to bring my stuff there. I'm going to give it a test water. Like, I'm going to test the waters for about, like, a few days. Or maybe, like, 2 weeks. And I want to see how this roommate acts. When I'm, like, back and forth with my camera equipment or, yeah. Because, I honestly don't like having roommates, to be honest. And the last time I had roommates were females. And most of them were Asian, Korean, because we got along. I can speak the language a little bit. So most of my roommates were Pacific Asian. So, but other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just using the Wi-Fi here because also I'm trying to save money. I'm tapped. So, but I want to say thank you to Sabrina and Phil and Yuki for looking out. But thank you, Yuki, for trying to extend my hotel days. But I told Yuki not to do that anymore. Yeah, because she's just, you know, the currency exchange between the yen and the U.S. is not always great. So she's losing half the time. And I don't think that's fair. So I'm just looking out for the best interests of the people. So I want to say thank you to everyone that's listening. I know I'm struggling, but listen, I want to be very transparent about what I do and how I do it. Listen, I'm gifted in many ways. I'm gifted that I'm black and I'm bilingual. I can do sports. I'm not a drug addict. I'm not a game banger. I don't have a criminal history. I call that a talent. Since people always assume that black people are always violent. You can even ask my Korean best friend, Julie. She'll tell you. When she met me when she was young, she had a question. Is it true that black people are always violent? That's what American always portrayed us to be. Violent and unreasonable. Turns out that's a lie. But I digress, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to reach out to the audience. An honest audience that are willing to help. Because this is a transition. I want to get out this hotel. This is lame. I want a library. And I asked the person that I want to month-to-month rent from. Do you have books? There's like, I do have a small library. I was like, okay. I just want to know. Because everyone should have books in their home. Dude, I even have like 20 books in storage. And comic books. Come on, man. Think about it. You should have books in your home. But I digress. But I really need your help, ladies and gentlemen. I really want to transition from this hotel to this place. And I need your help in order to do that. Now, I'm going to take my entire check to do this, though. But I need just a little bit. I need 10% of your help. Well, is that 10%? Yeah, it is. I need 11% of your help. Yeah, literally. All I need, I think what I need is about $200. I'm not sure. I didn't get my check yet. So I didn't. Yeah, I get the direct deposit. So. But here's the thing about this. From Monday to Friday morning, we're going to have to sleep outside. So that is the caveat. So, ladies and gentlemen, the caveat is I'm going to have to sleep outside until I get my deposit. I'm going to be checking out on Monday at this hotel. So I just want to make sure that everyone knows that I'm not trying to spend my income check on this. This is going towards housing. But here's the good thing about New York's housing. So, remember I said that the mayor wanted to freeze the rent in New York City? He made a promise to New Yorkers that he was going to freeze the rent. The only way he was going to do that, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I said before. The only way he was going to do that is he has another election where the primary elections that's just happening here in New York City, all socialism must win this election. And guess what? That happened. The Democrats are taking, mind you, they won. So now New York City has a rent freeze for the next 2 years. That's only 2 years. So, ladies and gentlemen, you think 2 years is enough? It may be enough for now. So that's good news that no more rent increases in New York City. Landlords are not going to be happy about that. Guess what they're going to do next? Since there is going to be a rent increase, guess what they're going to do? You know, your water bills? Yeah, they're going to charge you more for the water bill. I guarantee it. The landlord's going to find a loophole behind this some way. But I just want to share that the mayor did keep his promise. Only if he was, mind you, his constituents were going to win this election, which they did. Now, if they didn't win this election, this primary election, he wouldn't be able to actually get the 1 to 2 year freeze on rent here in New York City. And that's a historical moment in New York City. Keep that in mind. Rent hasn't been freezed in years and decades in New York City. So that's his accomplishment. But let's give the mayor some credit. He did keep his one promise, right? He did keep a promise. He was going to freeze rent. But the only way he was going to do that, ladies and gentlemen, that all his constituents in his party wins this election, which they did. So, but that doesn't mean he's out of the clear yet. He may have gave us the freeze rent for the next 1 to 2 years. But what about that free bus or the free grocery stores? What about those free grocery stores and those free buses he promised? See, that's the problem. He promised us free buses before he promised us anything else. He said free food. He said no more rent increases. Well, he promised on that one. But I think we knew that was coming. Because look at New York. Look at New York. These people, guess what? Guess what? I voted. I'm 47. And I'm disappointed by the older generation here in New York City. You didn't vote. You didn't vote. No, you did not. There were more young voters this year voting for, mind you, and you can read the headlines, young and stupid. Like I said, New York City is not out of the clear. You got a bunch of politicians that don't really care about what we want, really. They only want what they want. What we really want is New York City to stop increasing the rent for 5 years, better wages, more opportunities, flexibility for education reform. That's what we need. We need to restructure the education reform here in New York City. We need to give people a second chance at getting some high school diploma and going to college or doing something. But I digress. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just giving you guys an update and about my housing situation. So please consider making a donation today, because you're going to make my life even better if I'm able to transition over to this place. So it means a lot right now. So I appreciate everyone that's tuned in, watching my live streams at the moment. So I just want to give you guys an update before I jet out of here, because right now I gotta. It's Saturday. I gotta do scouting, because we gotta survive in New York City. We're not rich. We don't have a lot of money. I sure don't have a lot of money. He said, "Stop bumming, get a job." We have a job. You know what? How about you stop fucking disrespecting people and listen to people when they're struggling? See, that's the problem with social media and the internet. This misconception of bumming. You know what bumming is? When you never had a job. You don't have a high school diploma like this guy, Joshua Jones. Police are still looking for you, Joshua. If I see, mind you, I just saw David the other day in Subway. I should have said something to him. I should say, next time you come at your fucking face and disrespect me, boy, I'm gonna knock your teeth out. Because all you do is enable these motherfuckers to do more crime. David, you know who I'm talking about. You enabled this guy to do more crime. You know this guy's a bad person, and you want to hang out with him. You like hanging out with women abusers. I'm in New York, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on Nassau Avenue. I'm in Greenpoint. I'm in my neighborhood. But I was just informing you guys about my housing update. That's what the title of this video is described. Housing update. I'm staying at this hotel because I got swatted. Right? The person that swatted me, I'm not going to talk about it further. Listen, I'm going through some legal stuff right now. If you haven't been watching my videos in the last few days, you would have known that I was in downtown Manhattan taking care of some business. Like I said, I can't talk about it right now, but put it this way. This has financially cost me a lot of money and mental health. This has cost me tons of fucking money. Tons of money. So, like I said, anyone got a problem with me out here in Brooklyn? Let me hear it. Because this nigga Joshua Jones cost me $4,000. I had to hire an attorney because he wants to be a bum and not get a job. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this clown tried to rob me right in front of that. I guess that's a church or a Shalom temple. I don't know what that really is. I'm gonna be honest with you. So there's a doorbell camera recording audio and video, and right here is a school with CCTV cameras pointing right at that door, right at this block. And I went to court because, mind you, I got arrested, ladies and gentlemen, for protecting my camera equipment and myself. New York City doesn't have a law for self-defense. Just to give you guys FYI, yeah. If you protect yourself, you might go to jail for misdemeanor assault. That's what I went to jail for. Mind you, I don't have a criminal history. But this asshole tried to give me a criminal history. He lied to the police. That's false reporting. So this is why the courts apologize after showing all that surveillance footage. It's like, yeah, that's right. This is why you don't trust a public defender. You hire an attorney. When you're in New York City, don't trust public defenders. Hire an attorney. Oh, I'm on Nassau. Like I said, if you don't know Brooklyn, if you don't know Greenpoint, you should know the school. This school's been here since 1934. Or technically 1936. This is an automotive school. It's been here for freaking decades. Writers right down the block, bro. This is the playground. Well, it used to be the playground. But as I said, everyone, this guy tried to rob me. Or because, this started because he wants to come over here and try to violate my First Amendment and my 14th Amendment. You unpatriotic motherfucker. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, he's a tyrant. He disrespected one of my Navy, mind you, he disrespected my buddy that is currently active and serving. We were chilling one day in 2024 over here, and this is where he shows up, and I'm like, who's this guy? He knows Jonathan. I know Jonathan, right? But he's also stole from Jonathan. But you know what? Jonathan is kind of like a pussy, bro. He doesn't want a man. I'm tell this man, like, I know you did not lose my audio interface. I know you sold it. But I digress on that topic. But this guy disrespected one of my veteran buddies. My veteran buddy was about to knock his teeth out. And I should have let him. But this year, he's coming back. And we're going to come back around. Mind you, I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere, Joshua. Just let you know that. Ain't nobody pussy on buns over here, bro. You the ones hiding. That's why this whole neighborhood, when they see you, bro, when any of my homies see you, they're gonna let you know. Yeah. You the one that you the one trying to rob Panda. Yeah, I know you. Fake contacts. That's what my yeah, him and his fake contacts. Take those fake eyes out your eyes. Trying to look pretty. No, man, this guy cost me $4,000, bro. I had to take out a loan that I did not have. Oh, my Panda. So with that said, everyone, and that's why I'm in financial trouble and debt. But right now, that's not about this. It's about my housing right now. So right now, I'm in a hotel because of the swatting. I just want people to know. I'm just giving you guys an update. I need your help. I'm going to take my paycheck. I'm going to go to this place. This is a month to month. So if I want to leave, I can leave. But I do have to sign some agreement while I'm there, though. That's why I want to kind of notarize it. Make sure that there's someone that's there to notarize it. Make sure that everything's legit. But anyway, because I don't want to do this month to month and this person just starts flipping out on me for no reason. You feel me? Because I have to say, New York City has some crazy motherfuckers in here. And I'm native to New York, but I live elsewhere. So that's all I can explain right now about my housing situation, ladies and gentlemen. But I do need your help because this is going to take my entire check, and it's going to take a little bit of 11% or 12% of your help. So I'm estimating I'm probably going to be $200 short. That means I won't have groceries. I won't have, I don't care about the groceries part. But I need housing because I got to go back to work. So I figured something out. But I just want you guys to know what I'm planning. Okay? So I want to be very transparent where I want to transition to now. I want to get out this hotel. It's boring. It's expensive. I'm wasting money. And I don't want Yuki to keep sending money from Japan. So, and it's costing her too. So, if you guys are so kind, listen. There is a PayPal, there is a Venmo, there is a Cash App link in the descriptions below of this video. You can decide and make a choice yourself if you want to help me or not. But I'm just reaching out to the audience and to the people of the internet. Listen, please, I don't need the hate. All I need is compassion and some solidarity right now. That's all I need. Solidarity. I don't need the hate. All I'm doing is trying to be very transparent what I'm doing. I've been very transparent for everything I do. So, take it with a grain of salt. With that said, I'm your host, Keith Alexander Deneche Bailey. And as age 47, we're used to be employed by government, city, working from state, from Wisconsin to Vancouver, British Columbia, to Seattle, to Portland, to San Francisco, all the way to San Diego. And now we back in New York City. So, take it with a grain of salt. Subscribe, like, and share, everyone. I just want to share what I've been up to. And that is all I can do for now, is share and tell you what my plans are. Other than that, thank you for watching. Talk to you guys in the next one. Thank you for the conversations, legend, manager. And see you guys in the next one.